There we go. All right, welcome everybody to Virtual Bar. If you have a set of light weights and one of these resistance bands, go ahead and grab it. You can use tights as well instead of the resistance band if you want. If you don't have that stuff, no big deal. You're still going to get a great workout today. I do encourage you to grab a chair if you haven't already. We will be using the chair quite a bit in today's class, but for now, I'm going to set my chair aside. We don't really need it just yet. So I want you to come to the middle of your mat. Feet are parallel, right under your hip points. So I see a little space between my feet, 2 11s when I look down. Take a deep breath in, arms overhead. I want you to clasp your left wrist gently and reach up and over. Inhale here, fill up the side of your body with breath. And then exhale, arms come down. Let's do that again. Opposite direction, arms up. Clasp your right wrist. Find that reach. Inhale into the side of your body. And bring it back to center. Now let's take a deep breath in, arms overhead. Go ahead and lift your gaze, lift your heart. Exhale, push the air away. Bring your chin to your chest. Start to roll down. Inhale, exhale, push into your heels as you roll up. Inhale here, exhale, chin to chest. We're just getting some movement in the spine. Roll it down, and then take it up to center. I want you to sit back in your chair squat. That means you're imagining a chair behind you, knees track towards your toes. Arms float forward, shoulders melt. We stand, sit back, stand, sit, up, back, up, back. Now I'm grounding into my heels, rebounding every time I lift, but we're actually going to add on. Next time you come up, I want you to lift your heels and lower. Lift your heels, sit back. So we call that a releve in bar. So if I say releve, I mean heel lift. It's a balance challenge. Let's do 4 more. Warming up the legs. 2 more. Last one, stand tall. Now click your heels together, toes stay apart, rotate from the hips, wrap your outer seat muscles back. We're going to find a lift right here. Find your releve, arms reach, heels come down, then we plie. So it goes releve, plie, releve. So unlike our squat, when we plie, our shoulders stay over our hips. Down and up, down and up. Now my knees are tracking toward my 3rd toe when I plie. 2 more. Last one, hold it up, find your balance. I'm wobbling, shoulders melt. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your feet just a little wider. Not much of a turn out. We're coming to a sumo squat. So sit your seat back again. You've got that chair behind you. Knees track towards your toes. We sit and stand. Sit and lift. All right, now let's reach our arms. Row it in. Reach and row. Press into your heels every time you lift. Reach and row. Okay, can we add a step? Next time we come up, we step to the right, heels together. Step to the left, heels together. Sit and step. A little cardio for you. We've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Now step your feet wide. I want you to pivot to the left. Your toes are pointing forward. You're going to bend your front knee, come into a crescent lunge. Back leg is straight, back heel is lifted, hips are square. We're going to hug a beach ball in front of us. As we drop our back knee, shoulders stay over hips. And I want you to round your spine a little bit here. So you're hugging the ball, and then straighten your back leg, open your heart, take a nice deep breath in, press into your front heel, 2 count. We go down and round, lift and open, round and open. I like the exhale of the round, inhale, open. 2 more. We're going to hold the open, hold it here, nice deep breath in, and then exhale, come to neutral, face me. Sink down to a wide plie, shoulders over hips. Knees track toward toes, so you adjust however you need to. Arms out to the side. We take it down and lift. Down and lift. Nice deep breaths in and out here. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. Now we add a twist from the heart. We rotate at the chest. Let's take it to the right when we stand. Left. So my hips are staying forward. Just keep rotating back and forth. We're moving the spine in all directions before we really get into it. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pivot to the right now. Find that crescent lunge, just like before. Ground into your front heel, knee over ankle, back leg straight. Let's hug a beach ball in front of us. Round your spine as you sink your knee down, and then lift up. Open your heart. Take a deep breath in. 2 count. Down, down, up, up. Exhale. Inhale. It's like you're spreading your wings when you come up. Take up space. 2 more. And down. Last full cycle. Now bring it up. Hold it up. Nice deep breath in. And let's pivot to the front. Keep your feet wide here. Toes are pointing forward now. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, exhale. Hinge forward with a flat back. Reach your tailbone behind you. If you would like, you can bring your hands down to the floor. That's up to you. I want you to feel a big stretch up the back of the legs. Shift your hips to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Now hold on the right. Left hand comes down to the floor. Twist up. You can take your gaze up to the ceiling. And set that hand down. Take it to the other side. Hips shift over. Arm opens up. And bring it down. Go ahead and bend your knees. Roll it up. Heel toe your feet in. Step to the top of your mat. Doesn't matter what direction. We're going to put a bow on our warm-up by rolling down. Hands come to the floor. You can bend your knees. We're going to step back to a plank. Go ahead and step it back. Now your knees can be up or down. You can go back and forth. That is up to you. Let's top form. Press into the floor. Find a little bend of your elbows. Shoulders melt away from the ears, and I want you to activate your lats. That means bring your upper arms in closer to your chest. Let's reach through the legs. I'm going to reach my heels out even stronger. Lift my knees up. Try to keep my hips in line with my shoulders. Long neck. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. 1 more inhale. On your exhale, hips reach up to the ceiling. You can walk your feet in a little bit. Pedal out your heels a little bit in your downward dog here. And then walk them into your hands. Bend your knees, roll it up. Shoulders come last, roll them back a couple of times. All right, let's get into it. If you're using hand weights today, go ahead and grab them now. We're gonna find, actually let's stand with our feet together, but a little bit over to the right, not too much. I want you to have a little room on this side, a little room on this side. You'll see why in a second, okay? So we start with our feet parallel right underneath us. We step out to the left and find a squat with a bicep curl. Then we step it in. Let's go tempo. It's out. Bring it in. Out. Resist. I want you to resist on the way up and down. 2 more. Now hold it here at the top for a moment. Now your right foot goes back at a 45-degree angle. Arms follow. They're straight. We tap and lift. Lead with your heel. Hips are still shining forward. Reach. Reach. 4 more. In 3, we put those moves together. We'll do a few slow. Okay, set your right foot down. So we step out towards squat with our bicep curl. We step in, switch feet. Find that lift. Take it down, 1 more slow. Take it down to your squat. Lift it up. Foot goes back at an angle. Now we're gonna go really fast. It's down, lift, down, leg lifts. Down, switch, lift. Switch and lift. It's a little fancier than we usually get in bar. but I like the cardio. Down, reach, down, switch and reach. All right, let's do 4 more here. Who's already out of breath? 3, sit back, 2 more, last 1. Now scoot to this direction just a little bit. Same series, other side. So we start just with the bicep curl, step it in. Curl and squat. Step to the right. Step to the right. We're finding each movement before we combine. 3, 2, now switch feet. Left foot comes up, back angle, tap, back angle. Arms are straight. They're also going out at a 45-degree angle. I want you to tap into your left side glute here. 2, now let's do a few slow with that combination. It's down, stand, leg back, switch. Out, stand, leg back, switch. Are we ready to go fast? Let's do it, here we go. It's down, lift, down, lift, sit, stand, sit, switch your feet. Breathing. I have to remind myself of that. Okay, so we're moving fast, but we're not using too much momentum. 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. Go ahead and set your weights down. We're done with them for now. Grab your band if you're using it. Actually, if you don't have a band, hold on to your weights. Everything we do, you can do with weights. Now find that wide plie. We practice this in our warm-up. Shoulders over hips, knees track toward toes, rotating back. So think outer thighs wrapping back. Take your band in front of you. If you don't have one, just your arms will do. A little bit of tension, shoulders melt down. We plie down and pull, lift, pull. So if you have weights, you're doing the same motion. You will get the shoulder work. If you don't have weights or a band, no big deal. Resist against the air. It actually works. 2 more, then we hold it down. Now take it down, hold it, pull. A little pull with a pulse with the legs. Ooh, my back shoulders are feeling this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, take it up. Pivot to the left, just like we did in our warm-up. When you take your band, if you're using it, bring it under the ball of your foot. So you've got some band in each hand. Then your front knee, you're gonna have to get down there. Straighten your back leg. Round into your front foot, so most of the weight's in your front foot. We're gonna row it up, and then reach it down. It's row, reach. So I'm raising my torso. Now you have the option to add on little back leg lift. I am finding my balance here. That back leg lift is from the glute. I want you to keep your hips level. Up, tap, up, tap. 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Can you hinge forward a little more, reach your leg longer, shoulders relax, nice deep breath in, and then go ahead and release. Take your band off your foot, come right back to where we started. Second round of these plies with pulls. I'm gonna wrap in a little. Actually, just kidding, that was way too hard. You pull with your plie. Now we're going to start to angle our band. Right arm reaches up, left down. Now switch. Reach. 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 4 more. And by 4 I mean sets. 3. Keep breathing. 2. Last 1. Hold your plie. Release your band or your weights. Bring everything to your hips. I'm just going to relax the shoulders, sink down, pulse, down, pulse. All right, option to lift your heels for these little pulses. Press into the right and left side of your feet equally. Can you come a little lower? Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Let it shake. If your legs are shaking, you're doing it right. Deep breath in. And exhale, bring it up. You're going to pivot to the right. Take the band on your foot. Just like before. Set up that deep lunge. Back leg can stay on the floor behind you. Maybe you bring it in. Weight in your front foot. We row and reach. So I like to think elbows reaching up and back. Everything is raising my side body. Option to lift the back leg. Just follows your elbows. I'm not looking at you because if I do, I will definitely lose my balance. Up. Now resist with the band on the way up and down. We have 4 more. 3, 2. Now hold it. Hold it here. Find that length. Reaching through the back leg. Maybe you pinch forward a little bit more. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, tape it up. Nice job. Grab your band. We're going to use it to stretch. If you don't have a band, again, set your weights down if you're using them. And just reach your hands up toward the ceiling and take them behind. Inhale up and bring it forward. That feels so good on the shoulders. Keep going if you have your band. If you don't, you're just going to follow me. Reach up and roll back. Inhale, exhale. One more time each direction. Lift up and back, up and forward. And go ahead and set your band down. We'll use it again in a little bit. It's time for our bar work. So, bring your chair in. I like to put at least part of my chair on my mat for a little more stability, but remember, this is for balance. No death grip on the chair, okay? We're not going to put our full body weight on the chair ever. You're going to face your chair, parallel position. We're actually going to stay facing this way for our bar work, so choose whichever side you like best. We will do both legs, I promise, okay? So I want you to roll your shoulders down. They're going to stay over your hips. Lift your heels up into that little releve. You're balancing equally on the right and left side of the ball of your foot. Slide your back down an imaginary wall, and then lift it up. Down, down. So we're doing a plie here. I've got a super light touch on my chair. You might even bring the edge of your hand there to encourage you to rely more on your own body and balance, for balance. Up, up, down. And then you are always welcome to take your hands off the chair. Up. Now we go tempo. It's down, up, down, up. Nice. For 4, 3, if you've been doing bar, you know what's coming. Hold it down. Hold it down. Find your edge. Heels are up or down. Do what works for your body and for your feet. Shoulders roll down. My son's walking into the room. I'm doing my class right now. Okay. All right, we're sitting down here at the bottom. Let's pulse. Down, 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 down. Oh yeah. Feeling it in the front of the thighs in particular. Down, 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 down. Hold it down, pulse it. Up, 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 up. We're still staying low here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and stand it up. Give it a little wiggle. Now, I want you to take your front leg, the one that's closest to me, doesn't matter which one that is, back. Find that lunge that we were doing before. Reach your foot behind you. Knee over your ankle. Leg touch on your bar. Hips squared forward. All your weight is in your front foot. We step and stand, tap and back. Stand and step in, bend and tap back. Stand and step in. Now we go tempo. It's in, back, in, back, in. So my knee is staying more or less above my ankle as I bend, and I hinge. 2, last one. Hold it here. Hold the bend. You still have your weight in your foot. it back, out, back, out to the side, back behind you, out, back, back. 4 more. I've got this long line from the crown of my head through my tailbone. Now we combine. It's come in, take it back, side, back, in, back, side, back, in, back, tap it to the side, back, stand, hinge, tap, back, stand, hinge. 1 more of the full range of that exercise. Now take it in, take it back, tap the leg out to the side. Your hips are still squared, you've still got a little bend in your standing leg. Lift, tap it down, up, down, up, down. I know your standing leg is feeling this. Mine is too. You can take a break at any time. Now hold that leg up. Just bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, reach, bend. I've still got a little turn out here. 3, 2, now hold the bend. This is it for this side. Little lift, up. Coming from the side glute. So I actually put my hand here. You can do that too if you want. Up, up, up. This is a back attitude of ballet, sort of. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take it up. Give it a wiggle. Woo. Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you. Okay, so we're going to do the other side. So you won't be able to see my leg as well. But I'm going to talk you through this. So you take your back leg back to that lunge. Front knee over your ankle. You've got your hinge to start. Ground into your front heel where we're going to step it in and stand. Take it back. So we start slow. Take it back. Push into your heel more. Hinge as you tap back. Take it in. Take it back. Let's go tempo. In, reach back. In, reach back. In, and back. You got this. Knees are staying behind your toes. And hinge. For 4, 3, we hold in 2. Now hold the bend, hold the hinge. Back leg taps to the side and back. Side, back. It's like you're drawing a little arc with your toe. Tap, back, tap, back, tap. Now, this leg is working like crazy. It is stabilizing. 2, let's combine. We put that all together. We stand, tap back, side, back. Stand, reach back, to the side, and back. Stand, bend. Hold your bend as you tap. Up, back, tap, back. Up, tap, back, tap. You can still have a light touch on the chair, right? You're pushing into your heel. Side, back. Guess what? This is the last one. Fold through. Take it up. Take it back. Hold it to the side. You can come up a little more on this leg, but I want you to keep some softening. We lift, lower, from the side glute. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up. Just bend your knee. Bend, reach. Bend, keep going. Reach. Bend, reach. Looks like this. I still have my turn out. Reach, bend, reach, bend, reach, bend. Hold your bend. Find your little lift. From the glute. Standing leg is stabilizing like crazy. You can put your hand here if you want to help find that little lift. It's kind of an awkward position, but when you find it, you get that undeniable sensation. 3, 2, 1, and take it up. Nice job. Go ahead and face your chair. Quick stretch here. Cross one ankle over one knee. Hands on the chair. Sit it back. So my son decided to have a snack while we're doing this at the table right there. If I seemed a little distracted, that was why. life happens, right? Take it up, switch sides, sit back. So I find reaching my tailbone back really makes a difference here. Okay? And take it up. Now if you thought we were done with our bar work, we're actually not. So I want you to take your chair, turn it around. Okay? And by the way, get water if you need it. I didn't say that, but you know, do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Okay, so we've got the chair behind us now. We're going to face away from it. Give yourself a little space. Whatever leg is closest to me right now, I want you to step it back into a lunge squat. Okay, so front knee over front ankle, back knee more or less under your hip, wherever it feels good to you. This is option number one. You're going to take it down, lift, down, lift. I like to think, imagine I'm on a carousel horse. 3 more, 2 more. Now we're going to do a few more sets. You can stay right here, or take the balance challenge. Bring that foot up to your chair. I'm already wobbly. You're going to have to find the place where it feels right for you. Shoulders melt down. You're in a little bit of a hinge now. Same thing, we take it down and up. So I'm going to move my foot forward a little, so I have a little more room. Now you won't go as deeply, but your standing leg will feel it for sure. I'm keeping my hips level, down and up. Now pulse, down, down. So keep going. I'm going to talk for a second. But keep pulsing. You can have the top of your foot on the chair, or you can curl your toes under. Whatever works better for you. 4, 3, back to slower. We go down, up, down, up. I just lost my balance. Down and up for 4, 3, 2. Guess what? We're going back to pulses. Down, 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 down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Carefully remove your foot. So everything we did, you can keep the foot down on the floor. That's fine. You're still going to feel that sensation. So let's do one set with the foot on the floor. Switch your feet. Back. One knee over the ankle. The other knee is under your hip. Shoulders down. Take it down and lift. Down and lift. So I'm grounding into my front heel. Okay, so that's option 1. Option 2, and you're going to have to find the place. We're going to get your foot up on the chair, so I need to step forward a little bit more. You're going to have toes curled under or top of the foot on the chair. You're going to hinge forward just a little bit, and then we go down, lift, down, lift. So we do 8 slow, but guess what? We'll need 2 more. Now we find our pulses. Down, 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 down. Try to keep your hips level. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now full range. Down, up, down, up. You know you're working when this feels like a break, right? 3, 2, 1, back to pulses. Down, down. Find all 4 corners of that front foot. Keep your shoulders relaxed. We have 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take it up. Give it a wiggle. Woo, turn around, face your chair. Hands into your chair. Step your feet back so that your hips are right over your heels. You can reach long with your arms. Reach your tailbone back. Bend one knee, and then bend the other knee and straighten it. Go ahead and tip that hip up a little bit. So pedal through. Full body stretch here. Shoulders, hips, backs of the legs. And then let's go ahead, roll it up. All right, so I want you to step back a little. So we're going to come down to a plank. I want you to leave your chair more or less where it is because it's coming back later. but give your room to get into a plank here. So I'm going to come to the very end of my mat. Like just the balls of my feet are on my mat. I'm going to take a big inhale. Arms reach up. Exhale, chin to chest. Find that roll down. This time we walk out to our plank. So last time we did feet out. This time we do hands out to our plank. Look at that. I measured it just right. But if you need to get your chair out of the way, go for it. I want you to push the floor away. Shoulders melt down. Lift your heart. Hug your upper arms in. Legs reach back. Hips are aligned with your shoulders. Long neck. All right, let's bend our knees. We bend and reach. And by the way, you can just hold your plank. You can also just hold with the knees down. That's up to you. And reach. All of these layers are optional. Bend, reach, bend, reach, bend. Let's do 4 more. Keep breathing. 3, 2, let's hold it in 1. Hold it here. Lengthen through your heels, lengthen through your head. Lift your heart, deep breath in. And exhale, knees down. Take them wide, sit back. Child's pose. Nice job on that plank. Whatever you were doing, I know you were working. Walk your hands toward me. Sit your back hip back more. And then walk your hands over to the other side. Big side stretch and reach that opposite hip back in opposition. And then walk your hands in. Okay, come to seated. And this is why we have the chair here. You want to see in a moment. Today's class is very glute-tastic. I'm just going to say that. I want you to roll down to the floor and scoot in a little so your heels are a little bit closer to your butt than they would be for ab work normally. Hands down on the floor to start. We're going to hover our hips off the floor. So this is our starting point, it's our ending point for right now. My knees are in line with my hip points. I've got a neutral spine. Press into your heels to lift your hips, and then come down to your hover. Lift your hips, activate glutes, hamstrings, come to your hover. Tempo. It's lift, lower, lift. So I am actually lifting my toes here to help me remember to really press into my heels every time I find my hip lift. Up. Okay, so just like before, this is your home base option. You can always come back to this. Otherwise, go ahead and lower your hips. You might need to scoot in even a little bit more. Bring your heels up to your chair. Knees are over hips, so you're going to have to kind of wiggle into the right position for you. Flex your feet, hands to the floor. Find that hover. That just turned it way up, right? So we lift up and down. Now you won't come as high with the hips. That's okay. You don't need to. You're going to keep your knees in line with your hips. That means you're working your inner thighs. I know your hamstrings are feeling this. I want you to turn your glutes on every time you lift. Up and up. Head and shoulders can relax here. Keep the work where it needs to be. 2 more full range. Now hold it up, little pulse. Up, up. Doesn't take much. You can even put your hands on your glutes if you want to feel them activating. That's all we need for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. In 3 we hold. 2. Just hold it up there. I know it's working like crazy. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Set your hips down. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Woo, don't worry, we have a big leg stretch coming at the end, but I want to get some abs in before we do. So I'm going to rock and roll myself up to now push my chair out of the way. You're going to be like, I never want to see that chair again in my whole life. It's coming back next week, but we'll do something different with it. Okay, so go ahead and roll yourself down to the floor. I want you to find your neutral spine. So knees are bent to start, feet on the floor. Go ahead and curl your tailbone up, and then release find a little arch, curl up on the exhale, and arch. And now I want you to find the place in between those two. That's your neutral spine. And if you inhale, take your fingertips to your hip points. Take a deep breath in. When you exhale, imagine that you're pulling those hip points closer together. That's your deep ab work. We're going to dig into that a little bit, okay? So from here, hands can come down to start. Bring your knees to tabletop, keeping your neutral spine. That means my tailbone is still on the floor here. Knees over hips. We're just going to find some toe taps. So we keep the right angles. We tap one toe down, the other toe down. Tap. So this is our starting point, and it's a place you can always return to if you don't like the layers that we add on. Tap, exhale. Think about that. Narrowing of the distance between your hip points every time you find that little lift. Now, option to bring your hands behind your head. You can find a gentle interlacing. But we're not lifting from the head, we're going to lift from the chest. Push your back ribs behind you. We're going to hang out here for a little bit. So at any point, you can bring the head, neck, and shoulders down. Now try reaching the toe long and reach. Exhale. So I just lifted a little more because I was like, you know, I can push my mat away behind me even more with my back ribs. Reach. Okay, we layer on again. Reach your leg long, little lower, little lift, bring it in. Back leg, lower, lift, in. Reach, lower, lift, in, reach, lower, lift. Now we add on again. Next time your knee comes in, I want you to twist toward it. So you've got your back leg reaching, you're rotating towards your knee, lower, lift, bring it in. Now switch, twist, lower, lift, in. Twist, lower, lift, in, twist, lower, lift, in. Let's do 4 more. Remember, not pulling on the head. Using the abs to find that lift. And reach, lower, lift, in. Go ahead and take it down, hug your knees in, give yourself a little rock side to side. Nice deep breath in here. Almost done, a little bit more abs. So I want you to reach your legs up toward the ceiling. Hands come down to the floor now. Head, neck, and shoulders are down. I want you to activate your inner thighs. Find that little turnout that we found when we were doing our pliés before. So my inner thighs, calves are touching, heels are touching. Take a nice deep breath in, and I want you to exhale. Just lower both legs a little bit, and then bring it up. Lower just a little, and bring it up. So you can play with how low you go. But I want you to think about that neutral spine. So if your back starts to arch up, back off a little bit. A little lower, lift it up. As you lower, you're reaching your legs long. Bring it up. Let's do 2 more. I don't know if you can see, but my legs are actually shaking. Hold it here. Hold it in your challenge zone. Reach your legs longer. You might be down here. Today, this is feeling right for me. Reach your legs longer. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Now you stay right where you are. I'm going to get up for a second because my music just died. I don't know what happened, so I'm going to put it back on. Bring your feet to the floor. Bring your hands out to the side. And just let your knees sway side to side. Find a little windshield wiper. Stay right there. I'm going to cue up some more music, because we don't know what happened. All right. That's better. All right. So you're here, you've been swaying side to side. It feels really good on the back, good on the shoulders. Now, if you have the band or your tights, go ahead and grab it. If not, you're just going to use your hands. We're going to take the leg that's closest to me, hook your band around it if you have it, and hold on to it with the same arm as that leg, okay? You can lengthen your other leg out for more stretch. Up to you. If you have the knee bent, just make sure your tailbone is staying long. If you don't have a band, I want you to just hold on at the back of either the thigh or the calf, whatever feels good for you. So press into the band, and I want you to flex your foot, reach your heel up toward the ceiling. Take your back hand out to the side for a little bit of counterweight. You're going to start to open your leg out to the side. Go as far as you want, but I want you to keep your back hip down on the floor. Okay? Now if you don't have a band, you can just hug your leg as it opens out. They both work. I'm actually grabbing on under my couch here for my counterweight. Feel free to grab one if you have one too. Hand on the floor works. Reach your heel long. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, bring it up. Okay. So you're going to switch. If you're using hands, your back hand is going to come to the outside of your leg somewhere. If you've got the band, you're just going to switch it into your other hand. Take your front arm out to the side now. Now here's the trick. Your hip crease of the leg that's lifted, I want you to reach it away from your armpit. Reach it long toward the end of your mat. And then keep it there as you cross the leg over. Keep it planted to the mat. It's not going to go as far. But this is a stretch for the side of the leg. So when we go like this, we're kind of getting more of a back thing. So I want you to see if you can keep reaching that hip crease away as you take the leg across the body. The IT band and the entire side of the leg is getting a good release here. And then let's exhale, release. Go ahead and take the band off if you had it. Bring your other foot back to a bent position if it was long. Cross the ankle over and hug in to your figure four here. So you can thread your arms through and grab behind your thigh. You can just kind of pull everything in towards you. This one's feeling good for me today. Same thing as before though. Keep your tailbone long. And I'm giving myself a little rock side to side. I find that creates a really nice release here in the hip. And then go ahead and set your foot down. Bring your other foot down. We're going to do that same series to the other side. So now your back leg is reaching up, or your other leg if you're not profile to me. Same arm as leg, starts with the band, or just holding on to your calf or your thigh. I'm going to reach my front leg long for a little extra stretch. Reach that heel up. Maybe you can pull back just a little bit more. And then we start to open out. I'm keeping my opposite hip and opposite shoulder on the floor here. I'm going to run into my couch. It's okay, it's kind of a nice place for me to rest my foot here. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your foot up. Switch the band or your leg into your other hand. Back arm comes out for your counterweight. Now remember, push your hip crease away. It probably inched up towards your armpit. I want you to reach it long. Keep it on the mat as you come across. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Keep reaching the hip away. And then we come back to center. Go ahead and carefully release the band if you had it. Bring your other foot in. Find that ankle over knee. Hug into your figure four, whatever version you like today. Thread the needle or not. Tailbone reaches away. You can even push out a little bit on your knee. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And then come back to center, feet down. Go ahead and just kind of roll toward me. We're going to come up to a seated position. Move your props out of the way if you had them today. I just want a little bit of an opening for the inner thighs, because we did work them today. So find a comfortable V. Doesn't have to be a crazy straddle. Whatever feels right for you. Okay. I want you to sit tall as you can. That might mean bending your knees a little bit. I'd rather have the length here through the spine, reaching through the crown of the head than straight legs. So Find that length first. Then bring your fingertips in front of you. You're going to keep that length in the spine, pushing the sits bones into the floor as you walk forward with a long spine, just until the point where you're like, yep, I'm getting a stretch on my inner thighs. Then we're going to hold it there for a moment. Let's carefully walk our hands over to the right. Still going for length in the spine. My feet are really actively flexed, so I'm reaching my toes up to the ceiling. Walk over to the other side. And find that length again. And back through center one more time. Maybe you walk out just a little bit more here. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Now you can round as you walk your hands back in. Roll up to seated. Find an easy seat. Just cross your legs. Whatever feels good for you, or not. We're going to breathe together for just a moment. So take a deep breath in, arms overhead. Exhale, push the air away, grow tall. One more time. Inhale, deep breath in. And exhale, grow tall, push the air away, set aside whatever you don't want to bring into the rest of your week, or it's almost the weekend. And we are all done. Nice job, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. We'll be back next week. I change up the workout every week. Typically, we do use the light weights, the chair, but the other props kind of rotate in and out. So keep an eye on what Pacific Rec says, and I'll try to give them notice whenever we're bringing in new props. So thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.